boost, with a hit and run playstyle, running in to stun the executioner and being able to dash away with peel out to pick up any survivors to take them away from the executioner with you. Sonic has 3 passive abilities. While also being the fastest survivor there is, his first passive is a dash meter, which gives Sonic 50 extra health. And every time Sonic is hit and he has at least 1 dash, it will absorb all the damage taken, the second passive being unstoppable. This allows Sonic to bypass the EXE's invincibility frames specifically only when they are currently stunned, so Sonic can't bypass the immunity, showcased by the red outline. Sonic's third passive ability is in Last Man Standing, in which he takes 25% more damage. For scale 2011 XM1 deals 52 damage instead of the normal 42 damage. For Sonic's abilities he has 2. His first ability is Drop Dash with a cooldown of 25 seconds. Sonic jumps into the air and when he lands he curls into a ball and constantly rolls forward. While Sonic is in this form he has invulnerability to most EXE attacks. Sonic also moves 2 times faster when in this form. If Sonic hits a X in this state he bounces back and stuns the killer for 1 second. He can do this 3 times, with a third hit stunning the killer for 3 seconds, for a total of 5 seconds, then ends the spin dash early. Every hit you do adds 10 dash to your meter. Sonic's second ability is Peel Out with a cooldown of 40 seconds. Sonic stops in place for 3 seconds before dashing forward extremely fast for 7 seconds. While in this dashing state Sonic can pick up 1 player and carry them with him. The carried player being able to use their abilities while being carried. The carried player can also press jump to get out of Sonic's hold. If Sonic runs into another player while already holding one, those 2 will switch places. Running over a down survivor will instantly revive them and pick them up. Peel Out's cooldown will add 5 seconds if Drop Dash is used. Unless Sonic is the last man standing, Sonic does not get invincibility during Peel Out. And he can't pick up Eggman or Metal Sonic. As Sonic, it is important how you pick your fights. Obviously no survivor should never try to fight on the EXE alone. That goes both ways. That means you should try to help whoever is being chased by either using Drop Dash to stun the killer or using Peel Out to get them out of there. But when in situations where it's just you being chased, look for other survivors that can stun the killer. Here's a list of survivors from most to least helpful in a chase. Knuckles, Amy, Metal, Tails, Eggman, Cream. This doesn't mean Metal or Tails are bad in helping in a chase, it just means they aren't as helpful as Knuckles or Amy. Conditions apply. See how nobody is arguing Cream isn't helpful in a chase. And don't say something just to disprove my point. How to get the most use out of your dash meter when in a chase. With EXE you want to wait until your dash meter drops to 0 until you use your Drop Dash as a stun. Because you get 10 dash for each hit you do with Drop Dash, and if you get at least 1 dash it's basically a free hit. It's better to only use Drop Dash as a way to get that dash. If you have 20 or more dash, this is because 2011X deals 42 damage on their M1, meaning if you have less than 43 dash, then that means it's worth the same as if you only had 1 dash. Of course this doesn't mean you shouldn't help your teammates in a chase. Drop Dash usage. Drop Dash a considerably strong ability, not only for its up to 5 second stun time but for its high mobility with added invincibility, but with its cooldown of 25. I looked more into it. The cooldown is actually 26 seconds, and if you hit all 3 hits with Drop Dash it increases to 34 seconds. In LMS it's 18 and 20 seconds respectively. If a Sonic is caught without Drop Dash he may not see the next day. Using Drop Dash as a stun is decently strong, especially because it's a stun. It can help your team a lot when they are in a chase. I wouldn't recommend using Drop Dash as a way to extend the stun, because the stun time for when Sonic is extending a stun is reduced by like 1 to 2 seconds. So it's better to keep Drop Dash just in case someone else needs it, and to do a better stun as well. peel-out usage. Peel-out is a very strong ability for multiple situations, for either getting yourself out of a chase or getting a teammate out of one. If you like helping out your team when you can, I recommend trying to follow the XE around in order to have a better chance to help a teammate in a chase. Not in a way where you're right up in their face though, but in a way where you're a considerable amount of distance away from them. Also, high ground is way better. If you're the one in a chase, do not use peel-out at all unless you know you can get away with it. Situation 1, when you have full dodge and you are not that close to the XE. This is because you can tank 2 hits with a full dodge meter, which is usually just enough for the peel-out to charge up. This does not work when an LMS, since your dodge gets 1 tap. Situation 2, when they use God's trickery, you have enough time for the 3-second startup that peel-out has. Also, even if you're a little late, 2011X has some end lag in which he cannot use any abilities. Situation 3, when you have a large amount of distance from the XE, pretty simple, or when they lost you.
Ready or not, here I come!
How to deal with rage mode. First of all, just kidding. When rage mode activates, if the XE is close to you, immediately use peel-out to create distance and try to pick up a survivor if you can to help them get away too. This not only saves them, but also denies the XE an easier pick. Speed is what you do best. Even though you will get outrun by the XE, in rage mode your abilities will make up for it, especially drop dash. Drop dash is your savior, due to the reliable speed and invincibility it gives you. If you have 0 dodge, try to get 1 hit on the XE when using drop dash, because an extra hit means a lot in this state. Also, rage mode M1 deals 50, so your dodge gets 1 tap no matter what. You can try to distract the XE when they are using rage mode. When they get too close for comfort, using drop dash is important. Getting any opportunity to use peel-out is minimal when you're getting actively chased. Only use this if you have big distance from the XE and to help other teammates in a chase. Without peel-out you cannot help much for chases, because drop dash's stun time is too low for it to do a lot to rage mode it. Endgame. Do not try to wait for it to be a last man standing at all. Sonic is the easiest to counter in last man standing as 2011X. Unless they mess up badly, you are not winning that. The most important thing to remember, this is a team game. Sonic isn't about big solo plays. He shines the most in team setups. If you try to be the solo hero, you may just as well be free food. And after all, you are Sonic. Stay fast, it's what you do best.
Welcome to Thomas OS. If you need help, just tell me, and I will help you.